For some people, being in a relationship is better than being single. For some people, being single is better than being in a relationship. So what's the verdict? Is it better to be in a relationship or to be single? Well, I've been both. So I can tell you from experience that being in a bad relationship is worse than being single. So protect your peace above all. Don't get into a bad relationship just because you don't want to be single. Because when you're in a bad relationship, you're not happy. You're constantly on edge. You're constantly fighting, arguing with your partner. You feel like you're walking on eggshells around them. You feel like you have to do everything they say, even if it makes you uncomfortable. You feel like you're giving, but they're not willing to give anything back. They take you for granted. They don't appreciate you. They don't respect you. They don't honor you. And at the end of the day, you're just in this toxic cycle that you can't seem to get out of. And you're wondering to yourself, why am I still in this relationship? What's keeping me here? Well, it could be a number of things. It could be fear. You could be afraid of being alone. You could be afraid of starting over. You could be afraid of what people will say if you break up. You could be afraid of not finding anyone as good as them. Or you could be afraid of not being able to provide for yourself. But whatever it is, you have to let go of those fears and just cut your losses. Because being in a bad relationship is worse than being single. At least when you're single, you're free. You're free to do what you want, say what you want, and go where you want. You don't have to worry about pleasing someone else or making them happy. You only have to worry about yourself. Of course, being single doesn't mean that you won't be lonely. It doesn't mean that you won't have bad days or that you won't cry yourself to sleep at night. But it also doesn't mean that you'll be unhappy. In fact, it can be quite the opposite. Being single can give you the opportunity to focus on yourself and all the things that make you happy. It can give you the chance to travel, to meet new people, to try new things, to take risks, to live life on your own terms. So if you're single, don't settle for just anyone. Not every relationship is meant to work out. Not every person is meant to be in your life forever. Just because you're afraid of being alone doesn't mean you should stay in a bad relationship. It's better to be single and happy than to be in a relationship and miserable. So protect your peace above all.